Okay, so in this video we're going to be going over case number 3 of my collection in my quarterly collection updates here. Um, so we have two identical DVDs for Carrie. This is the 1976 Sissy Spacek version. I have two DVDs that look the same, and then the Blu-ray looks similar but has a Blu-ray band on the bottom there, so it's worth showing there. And I have two spaces saved for a 4K combo since I found a Blu-ray combo. And then we have the Rage Carrie 2. Hopefully you can see that okay. On DVD only so far. I have two spaces for triple formatting. Sorry, I just tapped the thing like that. And then we have the 2002 remake of Carrie on DVD, only a space for a Blu-ray of that one because I don't think a 4K exists for the made-for-TV stuff like that. And then we have two different looking DVDs, well, 3 DVDs in total, but 2 of them look different for the Chloe Grace Moretz 2013 Carrie. I don't know who portrays Carrie in the 2002 version, but there we go. I don't remember the girl's name. Then we have the alternate DVD style where Carrie is present on the disc in her blood-stained dress, pig blood, and the same design, similar design for the Blu-ray disc there. And then we have, I don't have spaces for 4Ks of that one, or for Blu-ray 4K of that. I'll have to fix that next time I do sorting. Then we have Carrie Underwood album Some Hearts right here. It features the songs Wasted, Don't Forget to Remember Me, Some Hearts, the title song, Jesus Take the Wheel, The Night Before Life Goes On, Lessons Learned, Before He Cheats, Starts with Goodbye, Just Can't Live a Lie, We're Young and Beautiful, That's Where It Is, Wherever You Remember, Whenever You Remember, my bad. I ain't in checked anymore, and bonus track Inside Your Heaven. The next album doesn't have a list of the songs on the disc, but it's Carrie Underwood's Play On album right here. The disc is pretty with the flower there. I like that. Then I have a burned copy of Cars, as well as 2 identical DVDs, because I got a DVD and then a Blu-ray combo. So here's the Blu-ray. I believe there's a Blu-ray special features disc, if I'm not mistaken. No, there is not. Okay. Alright. Then we have Cars 2 with spaces for a Blu-ray combo, and Cars 3 with spaces for a Blu-ray combo. Then we have Cars Tunes Mater's Tall Tales. I didn't put a space after that one because I don't think it has a Blu-ray. If I find out that I'm wrong about that, I'll modify for accommodating the Blu-ray DVD combo, but for the time being I don't think there is one, so I'm not going to mess with it. Then we have Casper. 2 copies of Casper Meets Wendy. Here's a burned copy and a regular copy. Wendy looks like Little Red Riding Hood with a broomstick to me, but there you go. Then we have Tom Hanks in Castaway. Space for a Blu-ray. Catch Me If You Can on DVD. Both discs look the same. It is a 2-disc special edition type thing. Then we have a live action The Cat in the Hat movie right here. If I'm not mistaken, that's Jim Carrey. Then we have Cats and Dogs right here. That's the first one. It's a trilogy, that's why I specified. And then we have Cats and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore. That's the second one. And then I have a disc that combines the first and second one right here. And Cats and Dogs 3, Paws Unite. Paws in like animal paws, paw prints, that type of paw. Then we have Stephen King's Cat's Eye right here. Oh, I thought that was rated R, it's PG-13. Space for a Blu-ray. Then we have The Cave, space for a Blu-ray. Then we have A Celebration of Life, a tribute to President Gordon B. Hinckley on the occasion of his 95th birthday, right here. A space for the first installment of this next franchise, which is The Cell 2. I have a space for The Cell 1. Then we have Cellular, which I'm trying to triple format. I think this is one of the first things I saw Chris Evans in. And now he's Captain America, and he was the Human Torch for a little while, which is the better of the two Human Torches we've gotten recently, because he actually looked more like the part than I'm spacing on the guy's name. Michael B. Jordan, I think. Michael B. Jordan did good as a character, he just didn't look the part. Both have since entered the MCU as different characters, him as Captain America, and Michael B. Jordan as the Black Panther villain, Killmonger. Actually, I have a space for a DVD of that, or a Blu-ray of that, and a space for a DVD of Centurion. There we go. That's what I did. Then we have two identical discs for the CES satellite training broadcast for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The only difference between the discs is the languages listed. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through and say what all the languages are, but yeah, lots of languages, that's why. Then we have Charlie Wilson's War, and with a space for a Blu-ray. That's a pretty good movie. I liked it. I want to say that was another Tom Hanks movie. Then we have Charlotte's Web, based on the children's classic by E.B. White. This is the 1973 cartoon version, with a space for a Blu-ray. Charlotte's Web 2, Wilbur's Great Adventure, right here. This is probably a direct-to-video sequel, I think. But space for a Blu-ray because I enjoyed both. Then we have two copies of the 2006 live-action remake of Charlotte's Web. Here's the official and the burned copy. Space for a Blu-ray of that as well. Then we have Cheaper by the Dozen with Steve Martin, the first one. Space for a Blu-ray. Cheaper by the Dozen 2, again Steve Martin, space for a Blu-ray. Then I have two spaces saved for the Disney Plus original version, if it ever ends up going on Blu-ray and DVD. Then we have Chicken Little, which is mildly underrated, but it's still not all that great. So, just very, very slightly overrated, or underrated, I mean. So, then we have the original Child's Play on DVD twice. The discs look different, so I'm going to show the other one as well. Right there. And I got the Blu-ray, and I have 2 spaces saved for 4K combo. The same can be said for all the Child's Play movies, including the remake. Here's Child's Play 2. Second DVD. And Blu-ray. Child's Play 3. Second copy. And Blu-ray. And then we have Bride of Chucky, aka Child's Play 3. Or 4, I mean. My bad. 2 DVDs. And a Blu-ray. Both DVDs for Seed of Chucky, aka Child's Play 5, look the same, so here's that. And then here's the Blu-ray. Okay. Curse of Chucky, the DVDs both look the same. I have 2 of them. And then we have the Blu-ray. And like I mentioned with the first 2 Child's Play movies, after each movie I have 2 spaces saved for triple formatting for a 4K Blu-ray combo. So that's why I'm not saying that each time. Then we have Cult of Chucky on DVD the first time. And the second, and I got them individually on DVD initially, and then I got a I think 7 movie DVD collection where it had the first 7. Yeah. And here's the Blu-ray for Cult of Chucky. And then we have Chucky Season 1, Disc 1 and 2 both look the same, 2 spaces for Blu-rays. Chucky Season 2, both discs look the same, 2 spaces for Blu-rays. Then we have Child's Play, the remake. This is the 2019 remake there. I only have 1 DVD because I found a standalone Blu-ray for that one. So that was cool. But I do still have 2 spaces for the 4K Blu-ray combo. Then we have Children of Men and Doomsday. Both are the theatrical rated versions. Both are rated R. Not that it phases me. With a space for a Blu-ray of Children of Men, I already have a Blu-ray of Doomsday that's coming later on in the video process when we get to through the DC universe. So it'll probably be case 7 or 8 where it's mentioned, maybe even 6. I'm not sure, but anyway, we have A Christmas Carol. That's the Charles Dickens version. I have 2 copies of that one, with the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol in the middle of the 2, which is like that. Then I have a special 2-disc 20th anniversary edition of A Christmas Story. This is the first one. Here's disc 1 of the special edition, and disc 2. Fun fact, the kid that plays Ralphie here is in the MCU. He's the one that Obadiah Stane told quite loudly that Tony Stark was able to build a miniature arc reactor in a cave with a box of scraps. Here's a second DVD copy of A Christmas Story. And a Blu-ray looks identical to the special edition DVD disc 1. All 3 discs that I have for A Christmas Story 2 look the same. I have a DVD and a Blu-ray DVD combo. All the discs look the same, so I'm just going to show the Blu-ray right here. But the 2 DVDs look the same with the DVD logo instead of the Blu-ray logo. So that is cool. Yeah. Then we have Christmas with the Cranks with a space for a Blu-ray. Chronicle. What are you capable of? Is the question above the title of this movie. I have a space for a Blu-ray for that. The case that I have for it was a Blu-ray DVD combo that only had the DVD for some reason. So I got it at thrift shopping, so that's probably why. Then we have Church History, Disc 1, Beginnings in New York, 1805 to 1831. Disc 2 is From Kirkland to Nauvoo, 1831 to 1846. And Disc 3 is Trek West to Worldwide Church, 1846 to present when this was released, which was 2005. So there you go. Then we have the classic animated cartoon version of Cinderella. I'm trying to see when it initially came out. I know this version, or this copy came out in 2012, but the movie itself did not. Anyway, it's from the Diamond Edition, so whatever time frame that would be. I could look it up, but I don't want to interrupt my video to look something up here. Then we have an anniversary edition from 2019 and a Blu-ray. Here I had 2 spaces for triple formatting, aka Blu-ray and 4K combo. Then we have Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True right here. I have 2 DVDs of that one, it looks like. So here's the other one. And then we have Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time. This was my favorite of the 3 for a long time, because I like the time travel elements. And here's an alternate DVD for that. And you may have noticed that I didn't show a Blu-ray for Cinderella 2 and 3, and this is why. I have them combined on the same Blu-ray disc right there. 2 movie collection on Blu-ray. I don't think 4Ks exist for these 2, but if I learn differently, I can work it in. Then we have A Cinderella Story with, I think that's Hilary Duff right there. Ever After, A Cinderella Story. This one has, I believe, Drew Barrymore in it. Then we have another Cinderella Story. This one features Selena Gomez. I have a space for Not Cinderella's Type. And then we have the live-action remake era Cinderella on all 3 formats. So there's DVD, Blu-ray, and the 4K has a pretty picture on it, like that. I like when the discs have pictures like this. Let's see here. And then we have City of Enoch Sweet Redeemer album. This one was released in 2017. Doesn't list the songs on it. Then we have City of Enoch, Lamb and Lion. This album was released in 2019. The next two discs look the same but have different titles listed on them. I just bumped the thing again. My bad. So Civil War battlefields. We have Gettysburg, Wilderness and Spotsylvania, and Appomattox. Not sure if I pronounced that last one right or not. Same with Spotsylvania. And then on this one we have Manassas, Antietam, Fredericksburg, and Chancellorsville. Then we have the American Civil War, 5 identical discs that look like this. Our first disc has Our Peculiar Institution and Rally Around the Flag. Disc 2 has Scott's Plan and Facing Both Ways. Disc 3 has We Are Coming, Father Abraham, and Lee's Masterpiece. Disc 4 has High Water Mark and General Grant's War. And Disc 5 has The Butcher's Bill and Jubilation. And then the next 5 discs are a part of the same American Civil War series, but they're in 2 separate cases with 2 separate disc designs. And these next 5 discs all have different images in the middle of the disc by where the hole is here. Beep beep. So we have an industrial war, steam goes to war, and mini balls and balloons right there. And then we have this disc, the second one, which has Emancipation Doesn't Make You Free, Black Soldiers North and South. Then we have this disc number 3, a Confederate Soldier's Diary and a Union Soldier's Diary. Disc 4 has Naval War on the Oceans and the Ironclads in the River War. Looks like these have 2 titles each. And the last disc, Disc 5 Taps, has the Assassination of Lincoln and Reconstruction, and then Reconstruction and the Klan. Okay. And then I only have the first disc of the Ultimate Civil War series, 150th Anniversary Edition. And it includes chapters 1 through 4, which are titled Sins of the Fathers, A Deep Steady Thunder, Days of Infamy, and The Turning Points, right here. And then we have Clash of the Titans with spaces for triple formatting. This is the one from the 80s, the old one. You can probably tell from the way the Kraken looks over here that this is the old one. Yeah. So I have spaces for Blu-ray and 4K discs for that one. And then the next 12 discs all look the same but have different musicals listed on them and are double-sided. So I'll show the disc itself here for this first one, and then I'll just read off the titles for the rest, as well as this one. The titles on here are The Fabulous Dorseys and Calendar Girl, and on the back it has Sunny and Swing Hostess. I've not heard of or seen any of these. These classic musicals were my nana's. And then we have Disc 2 featuring Dixana, Dixiana, not sure how that's pronounced, and Palooka. And then we have on the other side Glorifying the American Girl and Check and Double Check. Check and Double Check is a single title. And then we have Paradise in Harlem for disc 3, side 1, and The Duke is Tops, as well as Reet, Petite, and Gone with Killer Diller, I think is what that says. There's something right over the disc that, or like a logo on the disc. It's on the back of the disc that makes it hard to tell what that second title actually says. But I read it to the best of my ability. Disc 4 has Delightfully Dangerous and Private Buckaroo, and Stage Door Canteen and Career Girl. Then we have Second Chorus and Trocadero, People Are Funny, and Dollface. For disc 6, that was disc 5, by the way, we have The Great Gumbo, or The Great Gabbo, no M, just G-A-B-B-O. And then we have Sing Cowboy Sing, Roadshow, and Hi Diddle Diddle. That one sounds like it has a catchy rhyme in it. Then we have Rock Rock Rock, King Kelly of the USA, Rock and Roll Revenue, Rhythm and Blues Revenue. That disc seemed to have a common theme on either side. And then we have Till the Clouds Roll By, and All American Coed, Heidi Ho, and Breakfast in Hollywood. Disc 9 has Soundies Festival and Soundies Cavalcade, Reaching the Moon for the Moon, and Mr. Imperium. And then on disc 10 we have Royal Wedding and the Pied Piper of Harlem. Hamelin, not Harlem. My bad. Wild Guitar and Murder with Music. That one sounds like a murder mystery and a musical at the same time. Disc 11 has Jack and the Beans Doc, The Road to Hollywood, The Big Show, and Black Tights. And the last of the musical discs has Fiesta, Let's Go, Collegiate, I don't know, Up in the Air, Minstrel Man, Rhythm in the Clouds, and Sitting on the Moon. So that one had 6 titles on it. Interesting. The others all had 4. 4 times 11 would be 44, so that would make sense to have the last disc have 6 on it if there's 50 in total. Okay, math checks out. Then we have Classic Cartoon, or Walt Disney's Classic Cartoon Favorites Volume 1 starring Mickey, right here. And that same title starring Donald Duck, I'll specify, because there are lots of Donalds out there, including my boss. My boss's name is Donald. Goes by Don. And then, let's see, disc 3, disc 4, disc 5, disc 6, disc 7, spaces for discs 3 through 7, and then we have Volume 8, Holiday Celebration with Mickey and Pals, spaces for 9, 10, 11, and then I have Volume 12, which is Best Pals, Mickey and Pluto, right there. Then we have Click and Mr. Deeds. Click was awful. I don't know about Mr. Deeds though. Then the next disc is a triple feature, all of which are PG. And they include Cloak and Dagger, The Wizard, and Cop and a Half. That Cloak and Dagger thing is not a Marvel property. I made sure to double check that before putting it under C for Cloak. And since it's in the same collection, I put the other two discs from this setup in here as well. This one is a quadruple feature, which has Ghost Dad, Ed, A Simple Wish, and The Borrowers. And then disc 3 has King Ralph, Matinee, and Sergeant Bilko. Sergeant is abbreviated right there, SGT. Then we have Clock Stoppers, What If You Had the Power to Stop Time? That was an interesting movie right there. I liked it. One I have spaces for a 4K Blu-ray Steelbook of is Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. I started watching that and liked it. I just lost track of when I was watching it and ended up accidentally switching it, or taking it out and putting in something else to watch, and haven't returned to watching it again yet. But I have plans to do so. Just not sure when. Then we have Close Encounters of the Third Kind, first DVD copy. I have two different DVD copies. This one is a 2-disc version where the discs do look different, so I will be showing the second disc as well, right there. And then we have the 30th Anniversary Ultimate Edition. This is a 3-disc version. Disc 1 is the original theatrical version. A common thread that I noticed with the 3 versions included in this 30th Anniversary Ultimate Edition is that they all retain the PG rating. Sometimes with director's cuts and special editions or whatever, you get an unrated copy, or as is the case with Batman v Superman, you get a theatrical PG-13 and an extended R. So, there you go. Disc 2 is the special edition, and Disc 3 is the director's cut. I've only seen the regular theatrical version, so I have 2 spaces for triple formatting though. Then we have one called Closer, right there. I say as I get the disc closer to the screen. Gotta have a little fun, don't I? A little fun making these. No, it's always fun doing these. Yeah, very therapeutic for me also. Then we have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 1 and 2 on the same DVD. I do have a separate DVD for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, but before we get there, we have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs on Blu-ray. That's the first one. And here's the second alternate DVD, individually. And Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, the Blu-ray. And one of my word search puzzles recently taught me that that Blu-ray is a Japanese innovation, which I think is really cool. Then we have Cloverfield with 2 spaces for triple formatting. 10 Cloverfield Lane, I have an existing DVD Blu-ray combo, but I do still have 2 spaces for triple formatting reasons. There's the Blu-ray. Yeah. Then we have the Cloverfield Paradox with 2 spaces for triple formatting. Clue the Movie with 2 spaces for triple formatting. This is just a DVD. Then we have Coco ×2 on DVD, because I got the Blu-ray DVD combo, and this one does have a Blu-ray special feature disc as well. So here's the Blu-ray movie disc for the movie itself, and then the bonus features here. I would not want to run into that creature on that disc. It looks angry and mean. Then we have the Cokeville Miracle. Great story. If you haven't seen this one, definitely check it out. It's a great story. I have a space for a Blu-ray for that one. Then we have The Collector with a space for The Collection. A movie called The Collection, I should say, because obviously we're going through my collection right now, but anyway. Then we have Come Follow Me, Disc 1 from 2013. This is January and February. January was the Godhead, and February was the Plan of Salvation. If that's complete gibberish to you, it's something that the church I belong to, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, teaches. And then we have Disc 2. The discs all look the same, they just list different months, like January, February, March, April, etc. March is the atonement of Jesus Christ, and April is the apostasy and restoration. Disc 3 has May, June, and July on it, which are in that same order. Prophets and Revelation, Priesthood and Priesthood Keys, Ordinances and Covenants. And then Disc 4 has August and September. August is Marriage and Family, September is Commandments. Then October, November, and December on Disc 5 are Becoming More Christ-like, Spiritual and Temporal Self-Reliance, and Building the Kingdom of God in the latter days. And Disc 6 is Training Materials. And then we have Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando. His war paint on and munitions that he has there are giving me Predator vibes, like the movie Predator, because he had a similar look to him for Predator. And then we have The Commuter on all 3 formats currently. That is a Liam Neeson action movie where he's basically playing Brian Mills all over again from Taken, but in a different setting. And here's the 4K. There we go. And after this next page, I'm going to take a short break, and I'll get back to doing this after the break because I'm getting hungry. Then we have Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay Lohan, right there. Confessions of a Shopaholic. I'll probably be able to relate very, very well to this movie. Just shopping for different things, obviously. Then we have Confidence. 2 identical DVD copies of The Conjuring with 2 spaces for triple formatting. And the last disc on this page that we're going to talk about is the first of 2 copies I have for The Conjuring 2, right here. I do have 2 spaces after the second copy, I have 2 spaces for triple formatting, but we'll get back to this shortly. I know not to close the computer when I have recordings paused, because it will cut off wherever I leave off, and I'll have to do a second part to the same video. That happened with case number 2 as well. So I'm just going to hit pause. I'm going to hit pause and leave this open, and then I'll be back after I eat. Okay, so I'm back from eating now. Like I said, on the beginning of this next page we have a second DVD copy of The Conjuring 2. So I'm not going to go show that one because it looks the same as the previous one, with 2 spaces for triple formatting. Then we have The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, right here. I just have a single DVD of that one so far because I got the first 2 individually and then a trilogy pack. Spaces for triple formatting. And then I found Coraline not too long ago, and this is a Shout Factory Blu-ray DVD combo. So here's the Blu-ray with Other Mother, and disc 2, the Blu-ray version, has Coraline herself on it. Then we have Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, Couples Retreat on DVD. I want to get an alternate DVD so it doesn't have that sticker on the bottom. The sticker really bugs me. Then we have Couples Retreat again on Blu-ray. Strawberry Orange Sunny D. Then we have The Court Jester, The Covenant. The reason I got this particular movie was because I saw it had Sebastian Stan, aka the Winter Soldier, in it. James Buchanan Barnes from the MCU. So I left space for a Blu-ray of that one for the same reason. Then we have Cowboys and Aliens with, what's the guy's name? It has Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig right here. I have 2 DVD copies because I got a DVD and then a Blu-ray DVD combo, and the Blu-ray has an extended version on it right here. 2 spaces for a 4K combo. Then we have a 2-disc special edition type thing for Jason Statham's Crank. High octane action. I don't think octane is the right word, but anyway, lots of action. That's the point. Disc 2 does look different, so here we go. And I got it at Best Buy, as that disc suggests. Space for a Blu-ray. Then we have Crank 2 High Voltage. Space for a Blu-ray. That was just a single disc version. Excuse me. Then we have Crawl with 2 spaces for triple formatting. A music album called Creature Feature Volume 1. It looks like a record disc. And then we have Creature from the Black Lagoon, Universal Studios Classic Monsters Collection. Copy 1. I have a lot of copies of this actually at this point because I got this one, which is unrated, or not rated, whatever. Then we have a G-rated one from the trilogy pack of Creature from the Black Lagoon movies. I have a space for a Blu-ray and a 4K of that one, and 2 spaces again for the next 2 because they're combined on the same DVD. I imagine it would follow over for Blu-ray 2 to a disc and 4K 2 to a disc, and they are Revenge of the Creature and The Creature Walks Among Us right here. Those particular titles, those 3 titles, The Creature from Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, and Creature Walks Among Us, will be turning up again when we get to case 15, I think. I think they're currently in 15. Anyway, well, you'll be seeing those titles again just later down the road, and if it's in 15, it'll be it won't come up again until December of 2024. So with my quarterly collection updates. The next series, or the next bracket will be in June, April, May, June. Yeah, in June, and that will have cases 5, 6, 7, and 8, each getting their own video. But moving on, we have the Creeps and Creep Show. I liked this one enough to get a Blu-ray of it, or to want to get a Blu-ray, I should say. So, space for a Blu-ray. Then we have Critters 1 and 2, the main course, on the same DVD. And then I got all the Critters movies individually on Blu-ray. So here's Critters 1 on Blu-ray. This is a Shout Factory 4 movie Blu-rays. All 4 have Shout Factory, I should say. Here's Critters 2, the main course. And then we have these combined DVD for Critters 3, You Are What They Eat, and Critters 4, which doesn't have a subtitle. And then here's the Critters 3 on Blu-ray. I've heard these are about as cheesy as it gets, so probably right up my alley. And Critters 4. Things that are cheesy like that are usually things I tend to enjoy. Then we have Crossbones Season 1. It's a 2-disc show. Both discs look the same here, so I'm just going to show the first one. Doesn't list episodes or anything like that on there. Then we have a Will Ferrell and Drew Barrymore Curious George movie. I don't remember if this is animated or live action, but there you go. The next one I know is animated, and that is Curious George, A Very Monkey Christmas. Right here. And then we have a current teaching emphasis for the church educational system. Disc 1. Disc 2 looks the same, and they don't have subtitles, or I mean, like, when I say subtitles in this particular instance, I mean like how The Conjuring 3 is subtitled The Devil Made Me Do It, that type of thing. A space for a DVD of Curse of La Llorona. Here's the Blu-ray. I recently watched this. I really liked it. It was good. It was pretty good. Top tier Conjuring universe for sure, in my book at least. I have space for a DVD and 2 spaces for 4K combo for that one. Then we have The Cutting Edge. Something I thought was interesting about this, I haven't watched it yet, but something I thought was interesting based on the case for it. In the US, it's rated PG. In Canada, it's rated R. Why is that? I don't know. It doesn't give a rating reason for the PG or the R. So, there you go. Then we have Daddy Daycare and Daddy Day Camp on the same disc. I don't recall if I left... I did. I left 1 space for a combined Blu-ray of the 2 movies that I just mentioned. Then we have Daffy Duck and Friends. I know what you're thinking. He's a ways away from the Looney Tunes. Well, does that say Looney Tunes? It says Daffy Duck. I know Daffy Duck is one of the Looney Tunes, but I decided to put it under D for Daffy instead of L for Looney. Then we have A Dangerous Man right here. I don't remember who stars in this one. I'm pretty sure I still have the case downstairs, though, in my room. Then we have Daniel and the Lions from Like in the Scriptures. The Dark Crystal. Dark Shadows. I think this is a Johnny Depp movie, if I'm not mistaken. Space for a Blu-ray of Dark Shadows. Then we have Date Movie Unrated, right here. And then we have Date Night, which I have space for a Blu-ray of. Side A is the extended, and the back is the theatrical. Not sure which version I'm going to watch first, but I have a space for a Blu-ray of it, because I imagine I'm probably going to like it. Then we have Like in the Scriptures, David and Goliath. For a long time, this was my favorite Like in the Scriptures story. It has a subtitle of One Smooth Stone. I don't think the other one had a subtitle, did it? No. Okay. Then we have Dawn of the Dead Uncensored Director's Cut, right here. It was pretty bloody, and they swore a lot, but I'm not sure why it's on the unrated, because that could have been present just as prevalently in the theatrical. But anyway, unrated director's cut of Land of the Dead. They came in a 2-pack together, so I decided to keep them together like this. Then we have The Day After, and we are going to be starting the DC universe in this video. Or DC multiverses. Then we have The Day After Tomorrow, right here. Space for a Blu-ray for both of these, both The Day After and The Day After Tomorrow. And then one I have an existing Blu-ray DVD set of is The Day the Earth Stood Still with Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves being one of the stars in the movie. Here's the Blu-ray. Looks similar, the Blu-ray does, but it is in fact different, so I showed it off just now. Alright, to start off our DC Multiverses collection, we have Arrow Season 1, Discs 1 through 5, which all look the same, I think. Nope, they're slightly different, but they both have, or all 5 of them have a bow and some arrows on it. But they're facing slightly different directions. Yeah. On each disc, they're facing a slightly different direction, so it's worth it to show all 5 discs for this season. I thought they were the same until this time around, which means I didn't do a proper job last time I did a collection video. All right, here's disc 4. Disc 5. Here's Season 2, Disc 1 with Arrow himself, Stephen Amell. I don't know the names, or the real names of all the characters, just him. And I think Laurel Lance, I think I know her actual name too, the actresses. Because she showed up in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street alongside the Jackie Earle Haley version of Freddy Krueger. But Disc 2 has Thea and Roy. Thea Queen, sister of Oliver Queen, and Roy Harper, her boyfriend turned ex-boyfriend. If you're not sure about what the connection, their backstory is there, I'm not sure if I could explain it in a way that would do it justice. You'd honestly have to check out the show to figure it out, or read the comics. Then we have Season 2, Disc 3 with Felicity Smoke and John Diggle. You could probably figure out who's who by the names. Diggle. and Felicity. Disc 3 has Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, and Katie Cassidy's Laurel Lance. And Disc 5 has Detective Lance and Moira Queen, that's Oliver's mother. Okay, for Season 3 the discs actually do look the same, so I'm only going to show the first disc right here. There we go. So again, 5 discs for that season, I think. Yes. Then we have Season 4, all the discs look the same, and it's the back of Oliver's head, or like his back and his quiver type thing. Kind of hard to tell on camera with the glare on the screen, both from the lighting behind me and the overhead light that we have in here. It's not directly overhead light, it's off that way a little bit, but anyway. Then we have Arrow Season 5 with a blue disc with Stephen Amell's Green Arrow on it. I want to say it took until Season 5 for them to actually call him the Green Arrow. In Season 1 he was the hood guy, and in Season 2 he was just, or Seasons 2 through 4 I believe he was just the Arrow. They finally called him the Green Arrow in Season 5, I believe. Disc 2 through 5 for Season 5 look the same as the Disc 1 did, so another one where all 5 discs look the same is Season 6, right there. And then we have Arrow Season 7, which all the discs look like this, a flat green color. It's a pretty green too. And then Season 8, I'm going to show Disc 2. It says 8th and final, but I think I've heard a rumor that Arrow Season 9 might be coming back with Stephen Amell as the title character once more. If that is the case, I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to that possibility. I want to try and finish the rest of the series first, because I think I've only seen through the first 4 seasons. Season 8 only has 3 discs. Then we move on to Batman 1966 Season 1, where all 5 discs look like this and are pink with the bat symbol. The design for Seasons 2 and 3 is the same bat symbol in different colors. Season 1 is pink, Season 2 I think is green, and Season 3 is blue. But in between Seasons 1 and 2 we have Batman the movie with the Batfight captions on the disc there. I have 2 copies of that currently. One is a burned copy, one is the official. And I do have a space saved for a Blu-ray. I don't think a 4K exists for that particular movie. But here's Season 2 Disc 1 of 8. There are 8 discs for Season 2. For the longest time I had Seasons 2 Discs 5 through 8, because for some reason they decided to split that season in half instead of putting it all in the same case, that you had to get 2 separate cases for it. Kind of annoying, but that's okay. And then Season 3 has this blue, like I said. It has 4 discs with episodes on it, and a special feature disc, which I'll go ahead and show, because it does technically look different. It doesn't have a number on the disc, like Disc 4, etc. type thing, so there you go. Then I have 2 DVDs of 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Here's the official DVD. And then I have 2 different Blu-rays for it, because I got a Blu-ray, I think regular Blu-ray and a Blu-ray Digibook. I don't remember which disc came in which version, but here is one of them, which looks really cool. And here's the other one. It just has the logo on of the movie, which I think still looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. And then we have 2 spaces for triple formatting, naturally, because it's me. Then we have Batman Returns on DVD, a burned copy, and Batman Returns on Blu-ray, still featuring Michael Keaton as the title character. And we have Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and what's his name? Oh, I can picture the guy's name. I can't think of his. Or I can picture his face. I can't think of the guy's name. Shoot, Danny DeVito. There we go, as Penguin. Spaces for triple formatting, because once again, it's me. I do that sort of thing. And then we have Batman Forever. That one introduced, was it Daniel O'Connell or something like that as Robin. Then we have the Blu-ray. And do I even have to say it at this point? 2 spaces for triple format. And that is the end of case number 3. So as you can see, we've barely entered the DC multiverses. I say multiverses because there's the Arrowverse multiverse, the rest of the live action multiverses from different continuities, and then the animated multiverses where the animated DC properties appear to all be in separate universes, but some of them that are in the same continuity as each other are presumably also in the same universe as one another. So there's that, and that is it for case number 3. I'll be back later on with case number 4. I need to rest my voice for a little bit first. So there we go. I'm gonna call it quits for this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.